And senior national correspondent Brian Enton joins us live in Boise. Brian, you have also been covering this truly from the very beginning, and we just saw two of the victims' families walk into the courthouse.
Yeah, that's right, Nicole. And you mentioned some of the families not being happy, especially the Gonzalez family. Kaylee Gonzalez, one of the victims, her parents are just livid. They actually just showed up here about 5 minutes ago. Steve Gonzalez, Kaylee's dad, walked the family to the front door. It was Kaylee's mom and her siblings. And then Steve decided to leave. He said he just cannot be in the same room today with Bryan Kohberger. It is just too much. And as he was leaving, he said prosecutors made a deal with the devil. So he is angry. He is hoping that maybe somehow this won't happen, but all indications are the plea deal has pretty much been signed off on, and the judge is going to go along with it. The hearing will be starting soon. Ethan Chapin, another one of the victims, Nicole, his family also just showed up here within the last half an hour or so. His mom, Stacy, his dad, and then his siblings. Remember, he was one of triplets. So his siblings were here. Just terrible to see them all going in, thinking about what an emotional day this is for them. But they are supportive of the plea hearing. So they have a different take than the Gonzalez family. They are ready to move on. They did not feel like the death penalty had to be on the table, and they just sort of want to put this behind them. Nicole?
And just seeing there, mentioning the fact that Ethan was a triplet, and you can tell, I mean, his brother looks so similar to him. Brian, this has really been such a long legal road, such a process for these families. Talk about it. Walk us through. I mean, we're talking delays, appeals, change of venue, even more.
Oh, it's been long. I mean, it's been 2.5 years, Nicole, which is one of the things that the families are so frustrated with it, that they've been sort of strung along for 2.5 years. There's been the gag order. They haven't gotten much information. They were promised that there would be a trial. It was moved from Moscow, Idaho. The families, most of them wanted it to stay in Moscow, which is the other side of the state where the murders happened. It was moved here to Boise. They were having to travel back and forth. They made plans to be here for 3 months, starting in August when the trial would start, and then came this news about a plea deal, which really came out of nowhere. I never heard any rumblings of a plea deal. The prosecutors, from everything that I could tell, and I've been at every hearing, were intent on taking this to trial and going after the death penalty. And it seemed like the defense wanted a trial too. And what happened is on late Friday, I started to hear rumblings that these negotiations were beginning. And by Monday, we learned that the defense had agreed to the deal. 4 life sentences, no possibility of parole, no possibility of appeal, but the death table is off the table for Bryan Kohberger. The death penalty is off the table for Bryan Kohberger.
And Brian, as you said, this came as a shock to so many, including the victims' families. What reasons did prosecutors give for offering this deal?
Yeah, so they gave a number of reasons, and I was looking over all the documents that have gone back and forth. Among them are the fact that there's risk involved in a trial, even though they felt that their case was strong, the possibility of a mistrial, the possibility that the families could have to go through this all over again if there had to be a second trial. Also, death row in Idaho is a long process. There are people on death row here in Idaho who have been there for 30 and 40 years. So the prosecutors told the family, look, even if we take this to the end and we get the conviction and then the jury, and it has to be unanimous, signs off on the death penalty, it will be appeal after appeal after appeal, and you will have to come back to court over and over again for decades, and you will never be able to put this behind you. And they said, look, at least this way, he accepts guilt, he pleads guilty, he admits that he did this, and everybody can move on. But again, for some of the families, they said the only way they felt like they could move on was the death penalty.
Yeah, and it is so important to remember the victims in all of this, the families of those victims. But Brian, I do have a question about Kohberger, the defendant, the man accused in all of this. Will he have anyone in court today? And just kind of talk about the demeanor of Kohberger throughout this entire process.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's a strange guy. I mean, I've sat very close to him in court, especially in Moscow, because it was such a small courtroom there. He sort of just has this glare. Most of the time, he's emotionless. And I haven't seen his family since when he had his first appearance in Pennsylvania. They did go there.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.